Hello everyone, so I'm going to show you how to download the greatest football management game ever made, Championship Manager 0102, but not just a game, how to update it to modern day life and to patch it to make it as realistic as possible. Now for me, this game alongside Sensible World of Soccer is the greatest game ever. These two for me are the greatest games ever made in terms of football. So yeah, I'm basically going to show you how to make it as realistic as possible, and when you've got it like this you won't want to touch another management game because the playability and the quality of it is just unrivaled for me. So I'll take you through what you got to do. So firstly, if you've ever installed Championship Manager 0102 on this laptop before, what you want to do is go into your PC or my computer, into their program files, and just check that you haven't got any of these folders. In my case, because I've downloaded it on here before, I've got one. So yeah, what you want to do, if you have got a Championship Manager 0102 folder, delete it. Get rid of it, because we're going to do a fresh install. If you've never installed it on your laptop before, you won't have one of them folders, so you don't need to do that, but just showing you just in case. So I've deleted that. I'm also going to get rid of it from the recycling bin, just so it doesn't cause no issues. Okay, so this is how it all begins, how you do it all. So what you want to do, go onto the internet, and then you want to go onto champman0102.net. Now don't go onto 02.co.uk because that's the old website. I'll show you that actually, just so you can see it. So this was the old website. See, it looks different, but they've now moved to .net from .co.uk. So don't get confused there. You want .net. Then what you want to do is you want to register. There'll be a button up here saying register. I'm already logged in. But yeah, you do want to register an account to be able to access the downloads. So register, then log in. Then you go down to downloads, and you go to game. There we go, and it's all free, by the way, don't have to pay nothing. There we go. So we'll download this quickly. There we go, that's all downloaded. So you go to open file. This is if you haven't got the disc already, by the way. If you've already got the disc, then no need to do this. You just pop the disc in and set up the game as normal. This is as if you have never had the disc or you haven't got it. So what you do, extract. I usually extract it to desktop, but you can put it in any folder you want. Just a bit easier to put it onto desktop because you ain't got to go searching through files. So I extract it to desktop. There we go, get out of that, and you should see that little disk icon. Now what you can do now, you can either burn that to a disk. By doing that, you right click it, burn disk image, and then verify, click that, and then just burn it to a disk, so you've got a disk then. Or what you can do, if you want to play it without disk, you go to mount, give it a second, there you go, that'll open all that up, and you just go to setup and set it up that way if you don't want a disk. But I've already got a disc, so, and I've popped it in already, so I'm going to do it as if I've already got a disc. But yeah, you can do it that way if you want, just by mounting it and setting it up, or burning it to a blank CD-R disc. Okay, so my disc is already in. So as I said, you would just go to setup on there if you were doing it your way, but I've stuck the disc in, so I'm going to go to here. Okay, setup. So yours will be the same if you mounted it. And you just go to setup, English. Okay, I usually scroll down like that. Yes. Next. Typical, you want it on. Next. Next. And that'll install this. There you go. You want to create a shortcut. Make sure they're ticked. Finish. X. Lovely. What that'll then do is bring that over here. That's your icon. Then what you want to do, you want to right click, go to properties, compatibility. You want to make sure this is ticked, run this program as an administrator, and you want to make sure this is ticked and it's on XP Service Pack 3. You then go to apply, OK. Now if you get issues with XP Service Pack 3, try Windows 95 instead. And again it'll be same, apply, OK. So yeah, try that one. If it doesn't work, try 95. Okay, that's important that you run it as admin. Okay, then what you do, okay, we've just set the game up, haven't we? Okay, you go back onto here. Take you from the beginning. Back into downloads. Patches. This one here, Games patch 3968. Down here, this thing. Okay, that'll download that. Okay, so it'd be the same as the last one. Open file, close that, extract to desktop. Okay, come out, and you'll see this thing here. So if we keep everything together for now. You don't really need that for the minute, but yeah, there it is. You then click that. Okay, do this stuff. Next, finish. Job done, come out of that. So that's that done. Next you want the data update. So again, I'll take you from the beginning. Downloads, databases. Now at the time of writing, the latest one is April 2021, but obviously they're always releasing new ones, so you want the latest one every time, but at the minute it's 2021 April. So you click that. Again, down here for this little thing, click it, open file, same as the last two, extract it to desktop, out of that, and where is it? There it is. That's what you want. April 2021 data update. So you go into that, you highlight all these files, 68 of them I believe, just double check you've got them all. Right click, copy. Okay, then what you want to do is go into your PC or my computer, into the C drive, into program files ×86, into this folder, into the data folder, right click, paste. You want to replace all the files in the destination. Tick this, do this for all current items, continue. Job done. There we go. So that's all that done. Next bit, again into the downloads, patches, this bad boy here, Nix Patcher. Down we go. Now at the time of making this video, the latest version is V218, so that's the one you want. There might be a 219 down the line, but for now it's 218. Open the file. Again, you know the score by now. Extract to desktop. OK. X out. And there's the bad boy there. That one. Okay, now this is where it gets interesting. So you open that up. click yes. Just make sure there's a file in there, it should be already there. Now if you just do exactly as I do, I will show you how to patch all of this. Okay, so obviously this is down to you how you patch it, how you like your game, but this is how I personally do it to make it as realistic as possible. So you want to change the start year to 2020, because currently this data update is for the 2021 season. So you want the game start year 2020. I like to keep it on default, because if you put it on these settings, the commentary just like you get through games in seconds. Personally, I like it default because I find it's quick enough anyway. Then you got the currency inflation. Now, so the old Championship Manager 0102, it was like real life back then. 10 mil, 20 mil, even 30 mil. That was massive money back then. Obviously now the game's changed drastically. You're getting players go for 60 mil, 100 mil, even higher. Now it's up to you how you replicate this. I usually put it on 2, and what that would probably do is double it, so you get players going for 40 million, 60 million, prices like that. But you can sort of do how you want there, but that's all about making it as realistic as possible in terms of the fee that players go for. So I put it on 2 there. Okay, then you want these ones ticked. Just going through them, bear with me. You can choose what screen resolution you want, but I usually go for 800, 600. You can choose what you want to replace the Welsh Premier with, if you want to replace the Welsh Premier, that is. I usually put it on National League South, being a Southerner. Manage any team. Make it easy to do. Now this one here, that's optional. You can do what you want with that one. But China are obviously a bit of a powerhouse in real life now. As you saw with like Oscar from Chelsea, he went there for big money. What this does, by swapping South Korea for China, it stops China sort of bidding on players for ridiculous money and yeah, basically nicking players. So that's up to you. I personally will put it on because it stops China just spending silly money on players. This one as well, show hidden attributes. It's up to you. What it does, it shows another column, like hidden stats in the game, like if they're a match winner and things like that. Personally, I think it's a good thing because it shows whether players can do certain things, like if they're a good penalty taker and stuff like that. So I would tick that on because it's helpful. But again, that's up to you. You want this one on. Bear with me, I'm rolling through them quick. That one there. That one there, that one there. Okay, yep, that looks good to me. So tick all them ones if you want it how I have it. Then you go to apply. And then you go to yes, and that'll do all this stuff. Okay, yep, on this bit. And then you get this happening. Will take a little bit of time, but just bear with it. That's it. Should have all applied there. Patched successfully. Lovely job. Okay, so next what you want to do, you want to go into Tools, and then you want to go to EEC Patcher. Click that. Double click this nation.dat file, and then yes. So that's done. What that does, it removes work permits, which are a pain in the arse. If you want to, you can go to Referee Patcher. You can change that to 50 if you want referees a little bit lenient, because they can be known to give out red cards for fun on these data updates. I'm just going to leave it on 80, but yeah, if you want, put it down to 50 and then apply. You want this one, remove stadium limits. Double click that. There we go. And that means that you can expand stadiums and things without having any problems. Right, the next thing I want to do, I want to check the history. So I'd go into history editor here. Hopefully it won't be affected. In fact, no, we'll do that after, so ignore that step. So then what you want to do, you want to go to apply a misc patch. Okay. Now you want to tick this one at the top, that one there. And you also want to tick, just trying to find it, bear with me. Where is it? Bear with me, I'm trying to find it here. That's the one, that one there. So you want them two, that one and that one. And you go to apply. Yes. Bear with it because it takes a little bit of time. Your computer wouldn't have crashed, it's just doing its thing. There we go, patch is applied. Okay. Now what that does is, you see it's ticked everything that basically needs to be ticked. Now what you can do, you can go through these yourself, like there's ones that have not been ticked, and you can tick whatever you want and just apply. It creates like little fixes to the match engine, but them two that I told you to tick are the main ones that you want. You can have things like this, for instance, see any team's finances, so you can see what sort of money any team's got even if you're not managing them. You've got a scoreboard patch, it gives you a description of a lot of them, so this changes the way the scoreboard looks. You can add all these little things if you want. I'd be careful putting too many on because it could break your game, but generally that's what they're there for. You can just sort of add on what you want, but yeah, them two are the main ones you want, and they've been applied. Okay, lovely. I believe that's everything now. Just double check it. Okay, so I'm just going to click apply again. That's it, click that again and it will say patch successfully. And then I think that's it pretty much. So yeah, you come out of that and now we go into setting the game up. So you double click into Championship Manager.